young women with the right caliber to enter the workforce. We were told that they were going to struggle to complete the exams that we had in place for them. We were told that we would struggle to get them into the workforce, into a place where they're working day to day. They're not caught up in gang violence. And the process that we went through, we revamped the entire apprenticeship program to really cast our net wide, to look under every rock to see if we could find the most talented Bermudians on this island to join us in this workforce. And I can tell you 5 years ago, we got some real class acts, and we have a list of about 15 apprentices that joined our team then, and all of them are still here today. So for those folks that joined us 5 years ago, can you guys raise your hands? Come on, guys, put your hands up. We want to congratulate you as well, celebrate you. So to those of you that are sitting at the front of the room, those are the example. These guys have been in place now for some time. They've been overseas, they've been learning, they've been educated, they've been assimilating into the workforce. Ask the questions of them. Also ask our guys who have gone through this 25 years ago. What did they do? How were they successful? How are they still here at BELCO? It's important that we learn from the people that went before us. So I just encourage you all to have those conversations and look forward to a prosperous career here at BELCO. So I'm excited. We went through the same process this year. It was incredibly challenging. We had over 150 applicants for the apprenticeship program. We went through a process where we brought on board about 16 of them, went through a week-long process of going out, doing projects, assessing them in terms of their technical abilities, assessing them on their ability to speak, their ability to make time, to be parts of teams, how well they work together. And I can tell you that we found the best of the best. This is the best that Bermuda has to offer. So again, for those of you that are sitting up front right now, there's a lot that is expected of you, that there's a lot that is promised from you. So we're asking you to live up to that, and also to welcome you as part of this team, because this is a family. So we welcome you on board. I'm excited to have you as part of our team here at BELCO. And I'm going to hand over the microphone now to Dr. Chapman, who's going to say a couple words. Thank you.
Good morning to you all. This is an awesome morning day for you all. Listen to this. Back to the people. Are you at the front or the back? The new cohorts, the front people. So on behalf of our Minister Jason Haywood, JPNP, and our Director Malika Cartwright, I want to say thank you for inviting us, myself and my partner, Jason, not Haywood, Jason Butterfield, who is a training assessment officer and responsible for the apprentices. So we've been doing this, the proper workforce development, for many years, and we value our partnership, and thank you, over the number of years that we've been doing the apprenticeship program with the BELCO. So that being said, we look forward to meeting all of the new hires, or the new apprentices, and we have a lot to support you, a lot of resources to continue to support you with. We also have our standard and enforcement officers that can also assist you with other resources and other services and programs that we invite you to be a part of and take advantage of. And last but not least, and I don't want to preempt, I just want to say on behalf of the Department of Workforce Development, thank you for accepting our services and our partnership that we greatly value, and we look forward to meeting each and every one of you individually. So thank you in advance. Congratulations.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Chapman. Now, I'll get straight to the point, and I would like to say that I am pleased, really pleased, to introduce you to the 2025 cohort of apprentices. First up, we have Josiah Smith. Take him forward.
Can all the directors come forward, please? Can the directors come forward, please?
Can all the directors come forward, please? Welcome, Josiah.
Josiah, this is officially your welcome aboard. Pass him the torch.
Next up, we have Itrayu Adonai. Welcome, Itrayu, right here. Next up is Andre Landy. Welcome, Andre. Up next, we have Marcus Wade.
One way to another. I like it.
Welcome, Marcus. Next is Cornell Young. Congratulations, Cornell. Next, we have Jamaica Mallory. Welcome, Jamaica. Giselle Smith DeShields. Welcome, Giselle. Next, we have Mikhail Soltis. Welcome, Mikhail. Next, we have Jelani Richardson. Welcome, Jelani. And last but not least, we have Enzi Pitt Adams. Who is currently overseas in the UK studying as an apprentice. Is his mom here?
Come on, Mom.
Can we have Dion come to accept on his behalf? Thank you, Dion, for stepping in. Thank you. Congratulations to Enzi. And that completes our introduction to the new cohort for 2025 apprentices. I would just like to say congratulations again to everyone, and thank you to everyone who is involved in the overall process. Now we will have our closing remarks by our President, Wayne Keynes.
Good morning, everyone. Can I have Giselle, Seth, Jonathan, Julian, Sean, and Kalita? Can you guys come forward, please? Can you guys, Sean? Keitha? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the team of invigilators, assessors, the people who ultimately made that appointment. They took their personal time. They came in on Saturdays. They deliberated. They had the job to break it from 150 to the men that we see here today. They gave of themselves, their time, their expertise to choose the cohort that we have in front of us. Can we give them a round of applause and thanks, please? Thank you, guys. You guys come to the side. You can stay aside. To the men who join the cadre of the talented, the noble, the most hardworking man in Bermuda, I say welcome. On Sunday, I was traveling in Somerset. The weather was inclement, it was cold, it was indeed raining. And as I drove on about 3 different locations, I saw the men of BELCO on their post. I say it all the time, everyone was tucked in their bed or they were having codfish and potatoes, and our team were at the ready, doing what they do best. At the most difficult times, they were separated from their family and working hard on behalf of our company. To the men of our, and ladies of our team, I would like to say thank you for that which you do all the time, but specifically during this winter gale, when we've seen a higher than amount of outages. Thank you for working hard and diligently over the past week, as you do all the time, to make sure our country is up and running and we have an uninterrupted supply of power. Team, can we give all of those who were out over the past week a round of applause? Shelley said something that I would like to highlight and say it again. When we look through Bermuda and the difficulties that we've had last year with gang violence, when we look at the conversations that we have around the dinner table, that our young men and women lack direction, we see in front of us what W.E.B. Du Bois called the talented tenth. The theory of the talented tenth is very basic. The theory of the talented tenth by W.E. Du Bois was that you take 10% of your community, you have a community of 100 people, you take 10%, and that 10%, you send them out to be trained, and you get the best 10%, you send them out to be trained, and that 10% comes back and they raise our nation. The men that you see in front of us, they are our talented 10. They represent the best of who we are. 4 years ago, when we looked at the apprenticeship program, we've realized that it served us well in the past, but it was not fit for purpose. We looked at how we chose the candidates, and we realized that it had to be reorganized so we get the best out of the men and women in our country. We had someone come in and look at the test. They came in, they totally revamped the test. They looked at the mathematics and saw that it was old, it wasn't up to date. They totally re-upped the math and made the program a little different. The teams came in and they put together a program which included going to the Bermuda Regiment for team training, going and spending a night over at Poets Island so we can see how they react under pressure, how they work at night. The team did a project program where the men on this course, they did a project and they came on a Saturday, they presented the project. You want to see the level of expertise, science, chemistry, math in the projects that they did. The cohort, for them, they too did projects that were simply amazing and highlight the absolute best of who we are. As a Bermudian man, when I hear that our country is troubled, I always reject it because I know, like the 8 men that we have in front of us, our country is simply filled with talent. It is our responsibility to bring it out and make sure that they have the opportunity to shine. They don't need to be told what is expected of them because the men and women that you saw in front of you have had those conversations with them over the last few weeks, over and over and over. They actually know that they are the best. We also know that because they are the best, we're expecting for them to go to the UK, to pass the modules, to come back home, to get totally stuck in with the team, and to be able to work going forward. They will stay and work with the team. They will learn. They will do some testing online. They will be here until September. And then they will go to the UK. They will do their modules, and they'll come back. The last apprentices proved that they could go to the UK, come back, get stuck back in, bring all the learning that they had, learn from the men and women on the ground, and go backwards and forwards. I'm going to tell you, we have a number of men. You have a few men in BG, but I know that in TDNR, the men in there bleed into our apprentices. They treat them like sons. They treat them like colleagues. They work, they show them the ropes, as do the men in BG. And I believe that is the secret sauce. I believe the knowledge of the men on our teams, 30 and 40 years of experience, I believe that is what the secret sauce is. Yes, the training is important. Yes, going abroad is important. Yes, following the rules are important. But I believe seeing men and women that look like you, them giving you that nudge, that bump when you need it, I think that's also very important. It's something that I don't want to go away from, and I will say it. A big thing that we had a challenge was they said that we could not find men and women that will pass the marijuana test. Everybody that you see in front of you have passed it. Yes, we did not lower the standards. We did not lower the standards. As a matter of fact, the bar was raised. On every occasion, the bar is raised higher. And I would assure you that these men have raised to the highest stature. Lakeitha, thank you for your stewardship. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for making this happen. Special thank you to your team. Sean, thank you for being the gaffer and making this work. Kalita, to everybody on the HR team, thank you for what you did. None of us present take it for granted. To the leadership team that you see present, thank you for your advice. Thank you for your guidance. I would like to thank you for your comradeship as we study and work the ship that is BELCO. Thank you for that which you do every day. Lastly, it simply leaves me to say 2025, we have a number of positive things in store. We believe a number of the glitches that we had in our matrix, we fixed them. The North Power Station, we've done a lot of remediation of the North Power Station, and we believe that it is indeed fit for purpose and it's going according to plan. And I would like to thank everybody for all of the hard work that you do every single day. Thank you to everybody for coming out this morning and to show the apprentices that, number one, that they're valued and that we appreciate them. Everybody being here this morning is an example, is an effigy that we are a team and that we work together and that we believe in the future of our organization. Colleagues, family, friend, Dr. Chapman, can you please stand? Dr. Chapman, thank you for believing in this program. Thank you for allowing the government to put their proverbial money where their mouth is. Guys, so that you know this, I say this every time. Dr. Chapman was my P6 teacher, right? She still looks 5 years old, but she actually taught me in P6. Thank you, Dr. Chapman. Again, thank you for coming out. We're going to ask the apprentices to come forward. We're going to take some pictures with you, your family, and the directors, and the cohorts, and some of your colleagues in TDNR. Thank you, everyone.